welcome at Swing Base. We're gonna show you a move like using the airplanes. So we're gonna start like in a similar video we already created, starting from the open position, catching each other. So we're gonna show you like the steps you're gonna need to get into it.
Yes.
So we have different kind of triple steps.
So working on triple steps and the different shapes that we can have with triple steps, normally, very basically, we would just learn them like this, going from side to side, maybe forward, maybe backward. But it can be really nice to play with our posture also and using our bodies in a different way, maybe a bit more groovier. So for example, we can maybe lean a bit forward and backward when we do them. So for instance, shoot, beat out, we kind of, if you see the posture, we lean a bit forward and backward, and it gives like a really nice flow to the movement. Yeah? Shoot, beat out. Yeah. If we do them together, woo, ba, you can see this one. Yeah? As opposed to going side to side. So maybe you can try to pay attention to that. And when we get closer, we don't really lean forward and backward anymore because we will kind of bump into each other. So then there's even a different kind of triple step where we don't lean forward and back, but more a bit side to side, and it looks like this. Yeah. So we go in, not away, but in and in, or like underneath your body. Feet come together. And the body can also lean a bit side to side if it makes it easier to do the movement. Yeah, and together it would look something like this.
Boom. Something I really like to do as a leader is like, as you can see, I'm not only going like side, side, boom, side, side. I have a transition from my last triple step into my rock step. So it goes a bit like away, in, and away.
Like a wave.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Away, in, rock, step, boom. Away, in, rock, step, boom. And from here, we're going to go into the next movement.
Yeah. So that's really nice. It creates a bit of contrast between the movement, that it's not always the same, but they can like create connection, and it feels very, very good.
If you practice the first one we had, where we just lean in, I would really like it because we can dance with relaxed arm. When we travel a lot, we have a tendency of always being pushing. Here, if we drop our body, like leaning in, we can also be really relaxed with the hand.
Ooh.
And then come closer. Boom.
Moving on.
Yes. We're going to have a rotation.
Yes.
So it starts like a tractor.
Because we open, yeah.
Opening, turning. But here we're going to let the partner continue the motion. So I'm opening also. And I'm going to let my partner turning in. And we're going to find each other back. Up, two, opening.
One way and then continuing to turn on the other side.
And being ready to catch each other.
Yes.
From here, we're going to go into the airplanes.
Yeah.
So what I need to do is to let my partner continue the rotation and catch her on the next triple step. So we show you once. 1, 2, boom. Oop, oop, and then we're back together. So as you can see, like now we are dancing with the same foot. So when I'm with the right foot, my partner also.
Yeah, this happens because my leader is doing a rock step at some point while I'll continue triple stepping, and then we kind of, we end up on the same foot to do the airplanes. So
after my first triple step, I go rock step, and then I get straight into the airplanes.
Yes.
So here we have both hands. That's what we showed in the previous video. In this one, we're going to go with only one hand. So the idea is the same. We're here, catching with one hand. So it's maybe a less usual way of doing the airplanes.
But it looks very free. Yeah, you have so much space here.
And that will be one way of going out. So we'll show you one more time.
Yeah.
We're here. Catching with one hand, keeping the hand,
Turning
staying.
in and jump.
And so we're really using this last triple step when my partner is coming in. 2, ki-do. Where to get out could be like a regular tap turn with traveling. We show you from the top to the tap turn. So we're here, boom,
Wow.
turning,
Triple.
one hand catching,
Triple. Wow. Shoop-be-doo.
holding back, triple, jumping into a tap turn. So one little thing I said before we move on is as an idea for your tap turn, when you're here, you can definitely send your partner straight forward, but try to do it a bit differently by sending your partner, for example, to the side. Yes, it's a good way to connect a bit differently. Also because if you look at my hands, if I'm here, my partner is going to turn in, but like we have to slow down a little bit and then send the partner. If we rotate a bit more, we can use this rotation here. Whoop, whoop. And it's a bit more dynamic, I would say.
Yeah.
So we're going to show you a different exit.
Yes.
Keeping the same position, so we were here, keeping one hand and staying here. And instead of going into a triple step, we're going to go a bit faster, having rock, step, 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 and being back together.
The initial connection is the same as we did with the jump. Yes, so when we want to get out, we keep this hand, and then I rotate in, but then I get quick steps, a faster momentum to make one more step, step turn, and then reconnect with my leader and side by side.
Yes, so if we show you one more time, it will be like, if you want to practice it without coming from the airplanes, you can start from this position and use the A count 1, going 1, 2, triple, step, step, triple, step. It will be like the A count version. We show you one more time. Opening, going in, turning, and triple step.
This is a very nice move on its own to do also.
And here we come from, sorry, this position, but we go faster. So we have step, 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 rock, step, together. The reason why I don't do, my partner is doing step, step, and I will do a triple step at the end, is because we have the same leg. I will need to switch.
We talked about this, yeah, that we kind of switched legs before, so to be on the same leg for the airplanes, and now we need to switch back.
We can show you once. I'm going to start with the right foot, and you're going to start with your right foot too.
Yes.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, triple step, boom, together.
I just have quick steps, no change.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 6, boom. So let's put it together.
Yes.
We have a boom, takadi-wap, opening, turning, one hand catching, staying back, quick step, boom, chuki-do, ah.
Little Margie, I'm always thinking of you.